What makes a woman virtuous? Is it her charm, her beauty, or something far deeper and intrinsic? Today we dive into the heart of Proverbs 31, a passage that paints a profound portrait of a virtuous woman. Verse 10 of Proverbs 31 poses a rhetorical question: who can find a virtuous woman? It then answers itself by stating her worth is far above rubies. This metaphor suggests that a virtuous woman possesses a value greater than the most precious of jewels. Her worth is immeasurable, not in her physical attributes, but in her moral character and spiritual depth. The following verses, from 11 to 12, tell us that the heart of her husband safely trusts in her, and he shall have no need of spoil. This means that a virtuous woman is trustworthy. She is not only faithful, but also reliable. Her husband has confidence in her, knowing she will do him good and not harm all the days of her life. Verse 13 paints a picture of this woman as industrious, working willingly with her hands. She does not shy away from labor, but embraces it with a spirit of joy and determination. This shows that a virtuous woman is not idle, but active and hard-working. Verses 14 and 15 further illustrate her resourcefulness and diligence. It says, "She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens." These verses demonstrate her ability to provide for her family and manage her household effectively. The passage then highlights her strength, wisdom, and kindness in verses 16 to 20. She considers a field and buys it. With the fruit of her hands she plants a vineyard. She girds her loins with strength and strengthens her arms. She perceives that her merchandise is good, and her candle goes not out by night. She stretches out her hand to the poor. Yes, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. The concluding verses, from 25 to 31, praise the virtuous woman, saying, "Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her." This passage ends with a powerful statement. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. This verse emphasizes that physical attractiveness and charm can deceive, but a woman who respects and worships the Lord is worthy of praise. To summarize, a Proverbs 31 woman is virtuous, trustworthy, industrious, resourceful, strong, wise, kind, and God-fearing. She is a woman of substance, not defined by the world's standards, but by her character and her fear of the Lord. Remember, her worth is far above rubies. So next time you think of a virtuous woman, think Proverbs 31.
The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. "What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor, yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up, and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates.